Hey guys, Dr. J coming at you this morning, Freedom Chiropractic. You know, I just want to talk about a little bit something right now. It's really early in the morning. You guys can tell, you look out, it's dark out still. It's early right now, and I've already been up for 3 hours at this point, and I've gotten done exercising, and I've showered, and I've read my, read books, some book and of my book, and then I've also done my sauna this morning. And I want to talk a little bit about the question I get a lot, which is, how do you get so much stuff done? You know, people ask the question when they're like, oh, what are you up to lately? And I'm like, well, I'm working on, a nutrition manual. I'm working on an exercise manual. I'm working on my, I'm doing the research for my second book, which is actually technically it's like my third or fourth book. But, how do you get so much done and still exercise and still, be able to go home at night and have, a great time with your family and not have to worry about all these other things? And well, the way I do it, I'm gonna tell you how I do it. You don't have to do it this way, but I'm just telling you how I do it is I create the time. I carve out the time. What that looks like for me is I get up, I set my alarm, I get up at 4 a.m. I'm not saying you have to do this way. I know that I probably lost half of you listening, but just hang with me. You'll understand the principle, and then you'll be able to apply the principle. So I get up at 4 a.m., which means I go to bed on time, 9 o'clock at the latest. Usually, earlier if I can. Go to bed with my kids. I love it. There's nothing good happens after 9 o'clock. I've never, ever had a time where, I went to bed at 9 and then something magical happened at, midnight that I missed. I promise that's not happening. So I never regret going to bed early. However, I do regret at times when I stay up 10, 11, 12, 1, whatever, for whatever excuse I have, and you get up and you're tired the next day, and I've heard that a lot where, man, I wish I would have gone to bed early. So just make that a habit. You go to bed on time, because then it's easier to get up in the morning. So I carve out that time, 4 a.m., I work out, I sauna, I read, I shower, and by the time I'm done showering, 6 o'clock. So then it's like, okay, great, now I can work on my book. I'll show you right here. You can see right here, I'm sitting in my car. I've got an all-day business meeting today, and so I've been working on my nutrition manual. So I'm jotting out my notes that I'll take and I'll convert that into my manual, into my book. And so I've been working on that, for the last, half hour, 45 minutes. And I'm sitting here, I'm enjoying this morning. It's a beautiful morning. I'm looking around, I'm just appreciating all the things that God's given me, and so, however, let me contrast this. If I hadn't gotten up early, and a lot of people roll out of bed at 7 o'clock, and so they're thinking, oh my goodness, it's now it's a rush and I'm racing, and it's like, that just doesn't sound like a fun way to start your day. So here's my challenge. Get up a little bit earlier, create your time, carve out that time for yourself, and just be amazed at how much more you get accomplished. So this is Dr. J coming at you, Freedom Chiropractic. Just remember, you got the freedom to do whatever you want. You just got to create the time for it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. As always, love you. Many blessings. Make today fantastic.